way they do?
I don't think so. It seemed to go really well. I mean, from what you get a sense from doing the interviews from the journalists whether they liked it or not, and you certainly get a sense that people have liked the film. And last night it seemed to go down very well. I mean, it's good. It'll just send you off in a good frame of mind. I mean, you can never tell whether a film's going to be successful or not. You get a good feeling from this, but I suppose it doesn't guarantee anything, It's better than the opposite. It's better than leaving when people haven't liked the film. Oh, great. But that's happened to me in the past as well, where we've been at a festival with a film that people didn't respond to, and then it's done really, really well. So I don't know. It doesn't make or break a film, but it's certainly a nice way to send.
How much corpsing was there on set? Because you're the straight guy and he's the loony.
Quite a lot of laughs on set, really. I mean, it was a good, fun place to work, really. He and Grant have worked together for years. They've been partners for quite a long time, and they create a very comfortable environment to work in. They make it good fun. Yeah.
What do you think about the big?
I think it's good. It's good. It's all the right kind of music. They get this lovely get out of jail free card by George's character liking to remote view whilst listening to classic soft rock. So it gives us every opportunity to use those great tracks that we're all a bit embarrassed to like, but really do like.
Now there are certain elements of the story which are the whole thing with Barney the dinosaur and the bits of Prisoners of War.
Yeah.
That are it's especially for the Prisoners of War. I mean, it's quite sort of serious. And it is dealing with things in Iraq, but it's done. Obviously, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think there have been so many sort of bleak and intense films about Iraq? Do you think it's quite nice to, well, not nice, but do you think it's a better way to present things?
I just think it's this story. It's not a comedy about the Iraq War. It's not that. It's an amusing look at this secret section of the U.S. forces, that was set up after the Vietnam War to explore psychedelic and psychic powers and in a way that might be useful in waging war. So it's an amusing look at that. Iraq becomes the backdrop of the film, but it's not, as it's been suggested, a comedy about the Iraq War. I don't think it is that.
And finally, I mean, how much do you buy into the whole New Age stuff? I mean, is there anything that you believe in, or is there anything that you don't believe in?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, I'm cynically, I think, well, if we've been around for a long time, if there was this power within our brains, we would have tapped into it already. We'd know how to harness it. But then again, I think sometimes things happen. You get a sense you knew they were going to happen, or you meet somebody you've been thinking about, you hadn't thought about for years, and I don't know, these coincidences in life, you think there might be something in it. I don't know about running through walls, though. I don't think we can do that.
You don't want to give it a
go? No. I did try it once, but it didn't work.
How much do you think was brought? I mean, do you think that sort of, because it does add something to the movie? You did play.
I don't know. Grant claims, the director claims that it was not his, that it wasn't his intention to, have a Jedi playing the non-Jedi in this film. But the truth of the matter is that the army, this unit in the army, did call themselves the Jedis, and that's fact. So, it's not something that they came up with. They didn't come up with the name and then, for fun because I was a Jedi once. But Grant claims that he never even thought about it before, but I don't know about that, whether he's telling the truth there or not.
What was your reaction when you first encountered the story?
Yeah, I mean, I was amazed that any of it was true, because it's quite far-fetched, isn't it, the subject matter? But it is. It's all based on John Ronson's documentary and the book that he wrote called Men Who Stare at Ghosts. So it's all more or less based on truth. I mean, we came up with the writers came up with the creation of the journalist, going to Iraq as a means to discovering the different elements of the story. But all the elements of the story that he discovers are in fact based on truth.